Troy Kearns, real estate investor, bringing it to you from my Las Vegas office. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking how you invest with your spouse, your wife, your girlfriend. Do relationships and business and emotions and love, can they work together? Can they coexist together? Can this thing called love and marriage exist with investing with your partner? How can this thing work? Can it blow up in your face? What's the good? What's the bad? You wanna stay tuned all the way to the very end because I've got a lot of expertise in this. I've invested with many different partners, including my wife, and I want to talk to you about the benefits, the pros, the cons. Do you think I'm pro investing with your significant other or if I'm against it? Let's get into it. Relationship and finance. Is it a good idea to invest with your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever? Is it a good idea? It really depends on the person, the individual, the couple, and everything. It could be a complete, utter disaster, or it could be a great success, just like most partnerships. It just depends on what you have to do and how you set it up and what decisions that you make to make sure that everybody understands what they're getting into, and if they want to get out of it, everybody's got an escape clause. Starting a business or doing business with your spouse can be absolutely one of the most rewarding things of your life. Or it could be so tense because money is tense for couples. One of the number one reasons that couples break up is because of finances. Because the husband's spending too much money, the wife's spending too much money. One person does not understand finances.
I declare bankruptcy!
That creates tension in the relationship. They break up, and that could happen in real estate. So it really is something that you do need to take a lot of time to consider. Is this the right move for me? Is this gonna test my marriage, my relationship, whatever, or is it gonna break it? Investing with your spouse, with your significant other, with your chimpanzee can be, like I said, one of the most rewarding things, and it can help you learn and respect each other in a whole different way and grow your relationship. If you're on the rocks with whoever you're dating right now, or whoever you're married to right now, then my advice is don't do it. But if you already have a great relationship and you wanna grow your relationship better, then I highly recommend that you talk about investing and then decide if it's something that you wanna do. Now, for me and my wife, it's been bumpy sometimes, it's been fantastic sometimes, but overall, she is my best business partner, my best advocate, and if you really think about it, who is gonna have your back more than the person you care about the most? Why wouldn't you want to include them in your successes? Why wouldn't you want to invest with them together, right? That is something that could cause tension if you don't. Say, this is all mine, I'm doing this by myself. You're not including them, you're not a unit, you're not a part of things, and believe me, these conversations happen all across the dinner table at night, and you want to make sure that those conversations that you're having with the person that you care about the most. If you're not willing to trust that person that much to make that commitment, then why the hell would you invest with them? Obviously, if you have a long-term relationship, a long-term partnership, it's not inked in paper, but you guys have an understanding, then that would be something that I would say, you know what, that's okay. But if it's something that's a brand new relationship, it's a rocky relationship, and you're thinking this is gonna be the glue that keeps you guys together, yeah, right. Now, let's talk about the benefits of investing with your partner. So you already know your spouse, you already know your partner, you already know what their strengths are, you already know what their weaknesses are. Let me give you a personal example. My wife is a feeler. She is very empathetic. She can understand exactly how someone feels. That is not one of my skill sets. It works well when working with buyers. She can empathize with them. She can help them. In fact, she'll work with any buyers in the business that I have because she is a hand holder. She's gonna guide them. She's gonna make them feel special. And I'm just trying to get the deal done, really. I'm all about business, and I'm not about the small talk on that sort of thing, and we work great as a team. A lot of times when we were working in real estate together as agents, she would take on the buyers, I would take on the sellers. She didn't like listing properties, I like listing properties, and I didn't like dealing with buyer representation. You know what your spouse's weakness is, you know what their strengths are, and working together, that's an advantage that you can figure out right away because you already know it, and with another partner, you may not already know it. Benefit number 2, you know how to resolve conflicts with your spouse. You may not know how to resolve a partnership conflict with somebody else, but you know if you screwed up that you might have to go to the store, buy something, write a nice letter, whatever you gotta do, bury the hatchet, but you know, because if you're married or you have a long-term relationship, there ain't no way you haven't had a disagreement with that person, and there ain't no way that not one of you guys has not apologized for something. So you know how to resolve the conflict, and that's a major benefit to investing with your partner, your wife, your spouse, whatever it is. Benefit number 3, you share the same values and goals. And my wife and I have the same values and goals. And the longer that we're married, those values and goals kind of mirror together better. Like, she's taken on some of my personality, I've taken on some of her personality. I'm sure those of you out there right now who are in a similar relationship, you'll find out that as you work together, as you grow together, that it's the best type of a thing. And you guys have the same values, you have the same goals. 2 heads are better than 1. Obviously, the best head
What?
should be, that sounds really bad. Obviously, you want to make sure that the person that benefits from it the most, your spouse, your significant other. Another major benefit, and if you file jointly or if you file separately, however you file your taxes, it may be a benefit to you from a marriage perspective, from a tax perspective, to invest with your partner. That's a great reason right then and there. You're going to be able to save money by investing because of your relationship, because of taxes, and if that's a reason, do it. You made it through this video this far. Now we're going to talk about how do you get started investing with your spouse. First of all, make sure that you guys are both ready to start this business and that not one person is leading the charge. One person can want it more, but not one person can only want it. You need to make sure that you have a vision for the business and that you guys both agree on what the vision is and that you guys are working in tandem to achieve that vision. You're going to want to make sure with your partner that you create a financial plan, that you guys have a budget, that you guys are working together on a budget, you have a business plan, you have a financial plan that you guys both agree on, that you understand, and that you are going to follow to be successful in real estate investing and in business together. You're going to want to make sure you know your personality type, you know her personality type, you know his personality type. You know each other's personality types so that you don't put the other person in a situation that they're destined to fail in. You're going to want to make sure you define your roles. Who's going to be taking the buyers? Who's going to be taking the sellers? Who's going to be dealing with the trash? Who's going to be dealing with paying the bills? Define your roles and follow them, and be willing to change them if they're not working. And listen, have a freaking sense of humor. Do not take yourself so seriously. And you know what? I don't take myself that seriously either. And that's why you're here and learning from me, because you realize that I'm an average guy who doesn't take themselves that seriously. And I got to the point where I could buy 350 homes and I'm continuing to grow. You might have goals that you haven't hit, but you can hit them. I started with nothing. You can start just the same way I did. All you gotta do is get started today. So tell me, comment below if you're gonna get started. Comment below what you're scared of. I wanna hear from you what's stopping you. And if you want us to put out another video, definitely let us know. If there's a topic that you're interested, just write it down below and we'll make a video about it if it's relevant to our topic. Peace.